Hey everyone, Regal Reviews here. It's time for my Superstore recap. So to recap on tonight's episode, it was freaking hysterical. Like there's so much good stuff. I mean, I knew the episode was going to be good because it was called Glenn's Kids, and I automatically knew, since we haven't met Glenn's kids before, and we've all seen how Glenn acts around his employees and everything. I can only imagine how his kids are, and sure enough, his kids are hysterical. There's this one that I guess he's trying attachment parenting on because the kid has like unexplained rages, so he has to be like within 5 feet of Glenn. There's this one kid who was eating Jonah's breakfast in the break room, and Glenn was saying, "Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!" And Jonah's telling him, "I don't think they heard you." But it was funny because Glenn was trying to discipline him, but the kid's not taking him seriously. So we see that. Well, at first I'm wondering why the heck are the kids even at work with them? And apparently, Glenn's setting up this photo for his wife, all the kids he's fostered in the past, in a group picture. So I think that's nice. He's doing that for his wife. But Glenn's oldest daughter, apparently, her and Jonah were kind of flirting, and they were kind of toying with the idea of maybe starting dating, and Amy didn't like that, and neither did Glenn apparently. But apparently his daughter said that I don't know why. Oh, I think her name is Kristen for some reason. But, she, well, she said to Jonah how her dad's meddled in the past of her relationships. Actually, I think she said that to Jonah or Amy. But Amy is telling Jonah that Glenn doesn't approve of this relationship. But then when Jonah goes to ask Glenn about, like, does he approve? He says, "I will." He says, "I do approve," but he's obviously, doesn't want anyone to date his daughter. And Amy actually reveals at the end that she has a crush on Jonah, and that's why she made all the stuff up, because she was jealous and she wanted to date Jonah. I mean, that was obvious from us watching it, and I'm glad that's finally on the table. It's so obvious, like almost season two's over, and it's so obvious that Amy and Jonah like each other. But now it's like confirmed. But Amy was like trying to tell Jonah, she was just joking, but I don't think Jonah believes it for a second. Mateo is dealing with his breakup from Jeff, and you can see he's kind of sulking around the store, not really doing his job, and that's very unlike Mateo because he takes really good pride in his work. So Dina tries to comfort him in the best way she can, but she said that, I don't know what was going on down there, but up here, Jeff is a mess. And I thought that was hysterical, but it was also true. He looks like a mess from up here. But three of Glenn's kids, Mateo actually Tom Sawyered them because he was kind of sulking around, so he didn't want to do his job, but he had to get a display together. So we bet the kids, "Hey, I bet you can't get this display together by 2," and they did. So Glenn's kids were kind of doing odd jobs around the store, and Glenn actually found that they were actually good listeners, and they're listening to Mateo vent. I think that's what he needed. He needed somebody to just sit and talk with him, and he did realize that there is other Jeffs out there. What was really funny is that Cheyenne was left in charge to babysit one of Glenn's kids named Bobby Sue. And Bobby Sue was freaking adorable. I thought she was really, really cute. But as soon as Cheyenne said she'll watch him, I'm like, oh, this can't end well. So her and Garrett are talking, and, she's showing Bobby Sue Snapchat. And sure enough, Bobby Sue gets away and walks around the store. And from watching it, Garrett had to have seen her walk off, but Garrett being himself, he didn't say anything. So we see the rest of the episode, them trying to find her, and Dina is like, "Oh my God, it's finally happened!" Like a kid's missing in the store, so she gets all into this and everything, and it was funny. Dina was actually kicking down the fitting room doors, and Garrett at one point was saying, "Attention all Cloud9 shoppers, don't listen to this message, but Bobby Sue, come to the counter and you'll get candy." And it was so funny because Garrett never talks in that voice, but it was so funny to hear him talk in that soft tone voice. But then there's this adult that's actually named Bobby Sue that came up to the counter because Garrett said if Bobby Sue comes up to the counter, she'll get free candy. And this adult's like, "Well, my name's Bobby Sue." And he shows him his ID saying, "I'm Bobby Sue, I want candy." So they actually, at one point, Dina sets a trap. And I think it's so funny that I'm like, are they seriously like setting a kid trap? Like they put this, I believe it was like a storage container and like this bat there, and there's like licorice underneath it. And then Dina was talking in the baby voice in the loudspeaker, and then Garrett's like, hey baby, come and get some candy. I'm like, oh my god, this is probably one of the most funny episodes I've ever watched. It was completely hysterical. But then when Glenn announces to all the kids to come to the music department for the photo, we see that the storage container is moving, and it was actually Bobby Sue, and Cheyenne's happy that she found her, and Dina's like, "It's my trap," and Garrett's like, "Just let her have it." So they can't even get a proper photo taken because of Marcus. Yeah, Marcus is just a complete mess. We all know that. But Glenn actually has Jonah come in the picture, which I thought was a bit weird. And what was also interesting is that apparently they weren't dressed as Lord of the Rings characters. Glenn said that they're dressed as Willow. So he wants Jonah in the picture in case he's part of the family one day. But that kind of made Amy jealous there, and they ended up not getting a right picture because of Marcus. But then Glenn says, "Jonah, if you hurt my daughter, I will murder you until I kill you." I'm like, really, Glenn? I mean, I thought it was funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it was funny how Glenn said that. So, yeah, this is probably one of the better episodes of Superstore. I mean, every episode I think is really good, but this is probably one of my favorite episodes. It was just hysterical. I gotta give the cast credit. I don't know how they kept it together and weren't like laughing the whole time when they were filming this episode. So definitely check out tonight's episode. You won't regret it. It's one of the best. It's called Glenn's Kids. So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's Superstore. If you guys want to check out Superstore, it is on Thursdays, 8 p.m. on NBC. I hope you guys enjoyed my Superstore recap. Until next time, stay regal.